Did you get this letter yet? It's the so-called Renteninformation, the letter from the German public pension that you get every single year if you meet certain criteria. Let's be real honest with each other, I'm German, but even to me this letter is highly confusing with all the numbers, maybes, eventuallys, could've, would've, should've. Where do these numbers come from? What do they mean? And what do they mean for us? If it's confusing for Germans, I cannot even imagine how it must be for you expats out there. You know what? Let's sort this out together, so you know what the letter is saying about your German public pension.
Perfinex, Personal Finance for Expats.
What's up everyone? Welcome to a new Perfin Explains that was requested quite often from you guys. Apparently a lot of expats received this letter in late 2020, like myself, because we got a lot of messages and questions about this public pension information. If you didn't receive this letter yet, don't worry. Only people who are at least 27 years old and have been paying at least 5 years into public pension will get this letter every year. Why? Because 5 years of contribution is the basic requirement to receive your public pension anyway. Now you also know that I'm at least 27 years old, or young, however you want to see it. If you do meet those two criteria and didn't get this letter yet, check the link in the description. Because you can request your public pension information via the website of the public pension yourself. If you did get this public pension information already, definitely keep every single one of them. Do not throw them away. If the public pension something up in the upcoming decades, you will have proof of how much pension you're entitled to. Because your monthly public pension payment will be determined by how much you pay into the system during your working life. If you wonder how much you're paying, check these two videos on the German Payslip and the German Social Security system. These two videos will tell you how much you pay in, and this letter will tell you how much you get out. So if you have yours already, go ahead and grab it now, because they all look exactly the same. This is my personal public pension information from October last year. Let's go through it together, one step at a time. I started paying into public pension in 2006 and stopped in 2016 because I became self-employed. And only self-employed people have the freedom to exit public pension and Social Security. Employees are forced to pay. My regular pension would start in 2056 when I turn 67. What the letter doesn't say here is that you can go into retirement earlier. The earliest retirement age is 62. But in this case, 0.3% are deducted from your pension every single month you go into retirement before your regular 67. Let's make an example and say my regular pension with 67 would be €100 per month, just to have the numbers as easy as possible. When I decide to retire with 65, 2 years earlier, public pension would deduct 0.3% times 24 months from my €100 pension, so minus 7.2%, or just €92.80 in monthly pension. When I retired a maximum of 5 years earlier with 62, the public pension would deduct 0.3% times 60 months, so 18% from my €100 for a monthly pension of just €82. You get the point, right? And that's just problem one. Problem two is that the earlier you retire, the less money you pay into the pension system, meaning the less pension points you will accumulate. But more about the calculation of your monthly pension later. Instead of retiring earlier than 67, you can also work longer if you want to. While every month before 67 will deduct 0.3% from your monthly pension, every month after 67 will add 0.5% to your monthly pension. So you could also upgrade a little. Let's get down to the numbers. And this is where my public pension information will most likely look a little different than yours. I have 2 numbers, you might have 3. The first number I don't have is the monthly pension for reduced earning capacity from the government. Meaning, if you cannot do any job in Germany anymore for at least 3 hours a day, you will get this kind of pension. If you can do any job in Germany between 3 and 6 hours a day, which is far more likely, you will get half that number. Why don't I get anything from the government? Because I haven't paid into public pension for at least 3 of the last 5 years. Which I don't really care, to be honest, because usually this number is not nearly enough to support your current lifestyle. And the chance of one getting this pension for reduced earning capacity from the government is super low anyway. Why? Well, listen to what past Axel just told you a minute ago. The government is not insuring your job, it's insuring any job. So if you can press a button with your nose, you're not getting shit in reduced earning capacity. The only way to insure your job is a disability income insurance. That's one of the 3 must-have insurances in Germany. You can find the link to the video perfect explaining this insurance with tips for your disability income insurance in the description. The second number is the monthly pension you secured up to right now. So if you would retire today or stop paying into public pension like me, that's what you would get. This number is irrelevant for most of you. The last number is probably the most important one for you. If you continue paying the average that you paid over the last 5 years until your regular retirement age, this is what you would get from public pension every month with 67. This amount can be more or less reliable. If you had a big salary increase over the last 5 years, this number should grow every year. If you worked full-time and are now on parental leave, this number will shrink every year. How does public pension come to these numbers? It's an easy formula of pension points times pension point value. Let's jump to page 2 real quick. Since the public pension, unlike all other pensions in Germany, is a generational contract, you are not saving for your own pension. You are funding the pensions of the current retirees, and the generation after you will fund your pension. In order to determine how much you are paying in and how much you will get out, the public pension is rewarding you with points. You will get 1 pension point for having the average salary of all people who paid into public pension, and that was 40,551 euro gross salary in 2020. Average salary equals 1 pension point. 2 times average salary equals 2 pension points. And 3 times average salary, how many pension points? Ha! Got you! 2 pension points is the maximum you can get each year, even if you earn $1 million. By the way, you can get pension points also in other ways. A child will give the mother 3 pension points, for example. Check the link in the description for the documents, because you have to reach out to public pension yourself to secure these 3 pension points. Really do this, because 1 pension point is about 34 euros more in monthly pension right now for the rest of your life. And the name of the game in the German public pension is to get as many of these pension points as possible, because this is the only thing that you can influence. The German government decides the pension point value. Over the past 20 years, pensions have increased by an average of 2.16%, but you can see the variance here in this graph. It's certainly not plannable and very similar to the world of investing. Past performance is no guarantee for future results. That's also what my public pension letter says. Public pensions can increase, but nobody knows the future. If pensions would increase by just 1% per year, my 1,686 euro monthly pension would increase to 2,410 euro. If pensions increase by 2% per year, my monthly pension would increase to 3,420 euro. This shows you the power of compounding interest. Just 1% more return over the years results in 1,000 euro more pension. If you ask me, 2% is way too high. In my personal opinion, we will see more like 1 or 1.5% going forward. And in 2021, maybe even a 0 point whatever increase because of the pandemic. Sinking pensions are not possible though. No increase is worst case. But in reality, any pension increases are only an illusion, because the value of our pensions will decrease because of inflation. That's also what the public pension letter says here. When I retire with 67, 100 euro will be worth only 59 euro in today's purchasing power. And public pension calculates with just 1.5% inflation rate. Our European Central Bank wants a 2% inflation rate. With 2%, 100 euro pension would be worth only 49 euro when I retire with 67. So my pension is actually worth only half of today's value. So, let's finally calculate my monthly pension payment. You can say I earned roughly 6.5 times the German average salary over the 10 years I paid into public pension. And that's why my current monthly pension would be 6.5 pension points times 34 euro pension point value, which equals 220 euro every month until I pass away. That's not a lot, is it? And when I continue paying like the last 5 years, but remember I quit in mid-2016, I will receive 1,686 euros. That's not a lot either, if you consider that it's only worth 843 euro in today's purchasing power because of inflation. And both of them are my gross pension. Early on page 1, the public pension tells us that we have to pay health insurance, long-term care insurance, and taxes on our pension. Now, on 1,686 euros per month, I would pay 106 euro income tax and about 8 euro in church tax here in Bavaria. If you want to know how income in Germany is taxed, check this video. Links in the description. And health insurance. Members of the public health insurance have to pay 14.6% plus public additional contribution, which ranges from 0.3 to 1.5%, depending on the efficiency of your public health insurance. Let's say you have a low 0.4%. So you have to pay 252 euro in public health insurance. Lucky you, the public pension is paying half that amount, like your employer paid half while you were working. Unlucky you, you also have to pay about 3%, so 51 euro per month, in long-term care insurance. And public pension isn't paying anything here. Members of the private health insurance just pay their premium, and public pension will pay up to half of it as well. If you want to know more about German health insurance and which system is better for you, check the link in the description. So, after deductions in forms of taxes, health insurance and long-term care insurance, from my 1,686 euro gross pension, I am left with 1,266 euro in net pension, which is 633 euro in today's value. In German we say, zum Leben zu wenig, zum Sterben zu viel. In all honesty though, take care of yourself and take your personal finances in your own hands. That's also what the public pension tells you here. You should get additional income sources for retirement. Public pension can be a nice addition in retirement, but structure your financial situation so you're not depending on it. And you have a lot of options. Get additional pensions, invest in ETFs, invest in mutual funds, buy a real estate investment, whatever. To help you figure out what's right for you, this video is the start of a mini-series of pension videos. Over the upcoming weeks, we will take a detailed look at pensions in all 3 levels with scenarios of typical expats. So you can figure out for yourself if you should get any of the pensions available in Germany. We got a lot of investing videos as well already, link to the playlist in the description. Let us know in the comments if you want more real estate videos. And let us know if we can help you improve your financial situation. We're here to help. Take care, everybody.